What's up, Leafs Nation? Welcome back to another game preview. I'm Zack Phillips, and today we're going to be taking a look at game number 28 of the Toronto Maple Leafs regular season as they head to New Jersey here for their second meeting of the season. Second battle against Sheldon Keefe. And an interesting one from the perspective of the Maple Leafs, who are not coming in that great. We'll break down the lines, what I think about this game, how they should match up against the Devils here tonight, and we will give out our best bet. It's all a presentation of Bet365, as you guys already know. Bet365 is a proud partner of the Leafs Nation pregame and the Leafs Nation After Dark. Open an account with Bet365 today and bet on a huge range of outcomes. Use code NATION, NATION. That's code NATION, NATION, all caps. Bet on a huge range of markets today. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. All right, let's get into it here and let's waste no time. We'll jump over to the lines for tonight. Look, seriously, when it comes to this Leafs team, what I'm expecting from them, the way I'd like to see them play here tonight, it's a lot different than what I've seen out of them over the last little while. We have basically watched a group that has struggled, and Austin Matthews now is starting to take a lot of blame from Leafs fans. They were good when he was out. They are not so good now that he is back. I mean, obviously, personally, I can't put this on Austin Matthews and blame him for what's gone on. I feel like there is just a general sentiment around the team about what happens when he returns to the lineup, where it feels every time, rightfully right or wrong, that they kind of relax a little bit and stop playing the way that they were ahead of time. But you got to figure it out, because that guy's not going anywhere. You're not sitting him in the press box to get yourself back to play. You got to figure out how to play with him in the lineup. So taking a look at tonight's lines, we're going to go to the first line, what I thought it should have been the other day anyways. Matthew Knies, Austin Matthews, and Mitch Marner. I was expecting this. It didn't end up being that in that first game back for Pacioretty, but I feel like this is the most obvious solution, the best answer that you could get for lines. Matthew Knies should be alongside Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner on that first line. So that is what we're going to get back to here tonight. I think that this is the right call. Second line. Interesting, because if you looked at the tweets, the line rushes, all that kind of stuff, it's Max Domi is a game time decision for tonight, according to Mark Masters. If he goes, I would still rather not see him on that second line left wing. I personally would prefer a guy like Max Pacioretty to fit in there. I thought him, John Tavares, and William Nylander had incredible chemistry before Max Pacioretty got hurt. They obviously found a way around it after Pacioretty went down, but if you're going to bring him back in here, putting him on that first line, I think did him a disservice. I don't necessarily know that he fits in with those guys, or if he has the best chemistry with them. So put him back where he was before, where he was excelling. I think that Max Pacioretty should be your second line left winger, even if Max Domi does play. And then if Max Domi plays, I would put him down to the third line. If Max Domi's not going, obviously I would assume Max Pacioretty slides into the second line left wing spot there. That's just an assumption on anything I know for sure. Going down to what you've got for your third line here tonight, as currently listed, Max Pacioretty, Fraser Minten, Pontus Holmberg. Personally, I would like to see more out of Pontus Holmberg, but I'm not going to beat that drum too much. Fraser Minten, I think, has been excellent, and I'm excited to see how Max Pacioretty continues to get back into a groove coming back from this injury. Fourth line here tonight, Steven Lorentz, Connor Dewar, Ryan Reeves. Whatever, like this one's fine. It's what you had kind of when everyone was healthy, except it was David Kampf in there and not Connor Dewar. I don't mind the fourth line. Like, I don't have any huge issues in saying blow it up. Why is this group together? I like Dewar. I don't really mind that he's not scoring. I think he does other good things in the game, which is kind of important aspects. And if he could chip in like 5 this year, maybe even push above that, I'm happy. Steven Lorentz has been a great addition to this team. Penalty killing, defensive play, commitment to physicality, and blocking shots. Those are all really, really important things that will help you later on down the road. The only adjustment I personally would make is having Nikita Grabenkin in the lineup and not Ryan Reeves. I would switch it there. I think you get faster. I think you give Grabenkin some more opportunity to learn. And on top of that, I feel like there's just a little bit more firepower and spark. Ryan Reeves has not fought yet. And that's kind of what we assumed he would be doing. That's the role we thought that a guy like that would be taking. And he hasn't done that. So He's not bringing that like a little bit of electricity that I thought he would or hoped he would. Grabenkin kind of does bring a little bit of a spark, and he's just got younger, fresher, faster legs. So that's the only kind of gripe that I would have with the forward group. But that's it for me for the forward lines. As per what we've got for defense, Jake McCabe, yet again, will not play here tonight. So we're going to stick with basically our normal groups that we've had over the last little while, and that will include Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Chris Tanev, Morgan Riley, and Philippe Myers as pair 2, Simon Benoit, and Connor Timmins as your third pair. I think that this is fine. I've not had a gripe with the defense over the last little while. I've not had any frustrations. We've come on the post-game shows and talked about it. Like, I'm not overly worried. And to those panicking saying this group needs to get better, they've been fine without Jake McCabe. And then think about it. Jake McCabe has been one of the best defensemen in the NHL this year. Him and Chris Tanev as a pairing was literally the number one defensive pairing in the NHL according to all their underlying analytics. What the chances that they were giving up, the chances that were created by the other team, the danger, the high danger opportunities, the shots against, like all of that combined was like, hey, this is your number one pair. That guy's out right now, and he's missed a while. So like, pause before we slam on the panic button here about the defense of this team. I'm not overly worried for like the first time in 10 years about the guys that we have playing defense right now. So that's how you get for your D. Going down to the power play units, obviously number 1, we're going to get the 5 forward unit here yet again. Nyes, Tavares, Marner, Nylander, Matthews. That's number 1. They looked a lot better last time. They were swinging the puck around quicker over the last couple of games. I broke it down on the whiteboard and showed you kind of what I thought and what I liked out of the group. But that's effectively what you're going to get. Second unit right now listed, Pacioretty, Minton, Domi, Ekman-Larsson, Morgan Riley. Again, want to keep a close eye here because William Nylander has been playing a full 2 minutes. So maybe this is a spot where he takes Max Domi's spot or something. I wouldn't take out Pacioretty. I wouldn't take out Fraser Minton right now. Maybe one of the defense, but if it's going to be a defense for me, it's going to be Morgan Riley. But still, interested in watching to see how they deploy William Nylander here because I do think he deserves those full 2 minutes. So those are your defensive lines and your power play units here tonight as well. And just a reminder, this is at the time of recording. Some of these games, it's subject to change. Saturdays, a lot of times, a little bit easier. Some of the home games on days where there's no travel and stuff, a lot easier because I just get to see everything of who's going and not hearsay and not game time decisions. So some of the stuff is just a little bit more to the point for us and it's much easier for me to break down. This is what we know as of right now at 1 o'clock Eastern time on the day of the game. So just wanted to clarify that as well. But those are your lines, your power plays. The goaltender for tonight will be Anthony Stolarz, who, I mean, I love the guy right now. Like, I just do. I every time I see him going in net, I'm excited about his level of play. I'm excited what he brings to the team. I'm excited about how calm and comfortable and confident he looks back there. Anthony Stolarz has been a rock so far this season. The guy is awesome. I'm glad that he's been able to find this level of play in his game. He's fun to watch, and the team has played really well in front of him. So look to continue that here tonight against a good New Jersey team who actually, by the way, their coach stopped by the morning show with Leafs Morning Take with Nick and Rosie this morning, Sheldon Keefe, to talk about all things New Jersey, moving on to the other side, what things are like now coaching there, and leaving the Toronto Maple Leafs. You're going to want to check that one out as well. But let's get to our best bet for tonight, obviously, brought to you by Bet365. Proud partner of Leafs Nation pregame and Leafs Nation After Dark. Open an account with Bet365 today. Bet on a huge range of markets. Use code NATION, NATION, all caps, code NATION. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. All right, if you're following along with the best bets, a little cold over the last little while. We've dropped a couple of here. The last 2 games against Washington, Pontus Holmberg anytime goal. We took a swing on that one, plus 650. No bueno. Then we go to last game, Matthew Knies, power play point. Plenty of opportunities there for that power play unit. I thought we were going to get that one through the uprights. Does not cash. So that puts us now down 0.68 units on the season, down $68. So net negative so far here. We have given out 31 bets on the show. We have won 10 of them. We have lost 21, but because we are hitting at some of these big plus numbers, we are not down that much. We're only down 68. Tonight, another opportunity for a plus money bet, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this one. I want you to drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you tailing? Are you fading? What are you doing here tonight with this best bet? How are you feel about it? Are you going to bet this yourself? All that kind of stuff. I also want to know your predictions for the game, but we're going to go with the goal scorer in tonight's game. And I don't think that this is a goal scorer people would necessarily assume that I would go with, in all honesty. Let's pull up the screen. We're going to jump on over to Bet365, and let's see what we've got for our best bet tonight. Obviously, navigate over to the Maple Leafs Devils game. We're going to go to player props here in the top, go to goal scorers. Boy, we're going to go with Mitch Marner anytime goal plus 280. We're going to go a half unit on this one. $50 on plus 280 for Mitch Marner. I think it's just a really good number. I think Mitch should probably be closer priced to like 200, 220 in that spot. At 230, 240, around there, I'd probably start playing it for even less. But Mitch has showed a little bit of a different side over the last couple of games where it looks like maybe he's adding a little bit of feistiness. He's getting involved in some scrums. He's more willing to shoot the puck. I saw a little bit in the last game where it looked like he was going into deferral mode. I'll be really honest, where it was like, I got to get it to Matthews, got to get it to Austin, got to get it to Austin. And then at that point, it's like, okay, yeah, this bet will be a bad bet. But I don't think Berube is going to want or allow that. Mitch is a really good player. Like a very good player. And in that period of time when Austin wasn't playing, he started to like take over. In the game against Nashville the other day as well, he had that third period where it was like, screw this. I'm doing it. I'm taking over. I'm going to dominate this game here tonight. Why would Craig Berube want him to get away from that game? Why would Craig Berube want him to just start to defer and not pass? He becomes less of a threat. You don't have to watch him as much. You just can start to kind of focus in on Nyes or Matthews or things like that because you just always assume Mitch is going to pass the puck, and then it becomes a little bit easier to shut that line down. Mitch needs to shoot, and I think Berube knows that, and I think Mitch knows that, and I think Berube will push him. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of an outburst here from Mitch, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch is able to capitalize on that. So plus 280, $50, a half unit bet on Mitch. Anytime goal scorer is our best bet here tonight. Obviously, I'm not like jumping out the window at a guy like this to score goals, but for plus 280 and a $140 profit on a $50 bet, I'm willing to take a chance here on the show tonight. I'm willing to do this because I do feel like that there is a little bit of a different element. If this one loses, but he does all the things I expect, he shoots more, he's in more dangerous opportunities, he's going to the front of the net, then you know what? I mean, I will feel okay with this bet even if it loses. Like I even think about that last game against Pittsburgh. He scored his goal by being in the greasy area, by being in the front of the net. It was just kind of after he scored, it looked like he went into a little bit of a deferral mode and kind of went away from things a little bit where I was like, hey, you were so good at this. Why are you stopping doing that? And I don't think that's going to be the case here tonight. I think he's going to be go, 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 go. I'm willing to take a chance here. Plus 280, $50, half unit on this one, profits us 140. That'll do it for us here on today's game preview. If you did like it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, TheLeafsNation 401. I highly recommend, for those of you watching this right now, you go to the Leafs Morning Take Show from this morning and watch what Sheldon Keefe has to say about the Devils, coaching for the Leafs, the transition, all that kind of stuff right here on this channel. You don't even have to go anywhere after this. And then at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, The Sheet with Jeff Merrick will be launching yet again. MVSW, Greg Wyshynski, will be joining Jeff to talk all things Rangers, Sabres, Senators, and a little bit of a feel-good story about Patrick Laine. So make sure to check that out. I will be over there at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys back here tonight following the game against the Devils, joined by the one and only Nick Alberga, the Golden Muzzy. Looking forward to it. We'll see you guys then. Until the postgame, keep believing. For more content just like this, including game previews, post-game live shows, Leafs Morning Take, Monday through Friday with Nick Alberga and Jay Rosehill with special guests, as well as instant reaction videos. Make sure to be subscribed here to the Leafs Nation YouTube channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss anything, and drop a like.